and welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Yasmin and I make DIY, home decor, and organization videos every week. In today's video, I share with you 4 customizable gift basket ideas that are perfect for any special occasion, especially with Mother's Day right around the corner. I've incorporated 1 personalized DIY per basket, which I think anyone receiving it would really appreciate. I personally feel like the best gifts aren't necessarily the expensive ones, but the ones that are carefully crafted for that person. With that said, each of these baskets are under $50 and I know that the recipients are going to love them. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get started. Okay, so the first basket is perfect for the entertainer. So if your mom loves to host and have family and friends over, this is the perfect gift basket. And I went kind of with a charcuterie cheese board theme. And the first item is this basket that I picked up from Ross to place everything in it, obviously. And this is the perfect way to give something because they can just utilize this basket after the fact. So love this. And the second thing I picked up is just a bottle of wine because, I mean, why not? And obviously you can pick your favorite wine, and that's already a great way to start customizing this basket. So we have that. And then I also picked up this little dish towel set from Target's Dollar Spot, and I thought it was so cute and so perfect for this specific basket. It's like a charcuterie theme one. I don't know if you guys can see it. It's got like different meats and cheeses, and it's actually 2 of them. So there's a checkered one and then this one right here, which is like just like so cute. And I also picked up this cheese knife set, also from Target, which again is going to be perfect for that charcuterie board. And it's like this sleek black look, which kind of goes with the dish towel. I picked up this wooden actual board for the charcuterie board, and I customized this. As you can see, it says mom, so you can customize it however way you want for, you know, whoever you're gifting it to. And so let's go ahead and take a look at how I DIY'd this board and put this whole basket together. For the personalized DIY in this basket, I used the wood burning tool to engrave the word mom on this charcuterie board. I started by finding a font that I liked and printing my design on a piece of paper. You can choose any font or even write it yourself. I do suggest staying away from script-like fonts or anything too complicated if you're new to wood burning like me. Once I had my design, I went ahead and placed it on the board and used Scotch tape to keep it in place. I also took some measurements to make sure it's straight. I chose to place it in the bottom corner, and I wanted the imprint to be a little bit bigger, but you can totally customize this part to what looks the best for your project. I then used my X-Acto knife to outline the design onto the board. This actually helped with the wood burning process in keeping the lines straight. I removed the paper from the board and used a black pencil to go over the lines created by the X-Acto knife, just so it was easier to see and work with in the next step. I started engraving the outlines of the design with the wood burner. I used my ruler to help me get straight lines around the design, and this is why I recommend choosing an easier font. I also need to mention that I practiced on a piece of scrap wood to get a hang of using this tool, since it was my first time. I also tried a few of the different heads to see how each one works. So make sure to do a few practice runs if you're new to this as well. Once the straight lines were engraved, I freehanded the letter O, and I'm not gonna lie, I was really nervous I was going to mess it up. But I think it came out pretty good, and the X-Acto knife cut definitely helped with this step. Lastly, I burned the rest of the design by basically filling in those bold areas, which was the easiest step of the whole process. And that was it for this DIY charcuterie board. To put this together, I used decorative paper fillers on the bottom of the basket and started arranging everything in there. I'm so happy with how this first basket turned out, and I think it's the perfect gift for anyone who loves to host. Okay, so the second basket is perfect for the ones who love to bake. So if your mom or anyone that you know is the pastry chef of the family, this would be the perfect gift basket. So again, I picked up a basket from Ross, and this one is a little unconventional because it's a kiddie basket and it's not necessarily like baking theme. So you can totally pick up, a regular basket, but I got this specifically for a specific person, a very special person, and I know that she would love it. So we have this basket right here. And the second item is this really, really pretty cake stand. I got this from Ross, and it has this like really beautiful flower details on it. And I just love this like blue pastel color. And I don't know, it's just like really beautiful, and I absolutely love it. So that's the second item. Just got some baking essentials. So I got this set of measuring cups from Marshall's because you will definitely need that when you're baking. I know that much. And I got these really pretty spatulas also from Marshall's. They're just like kind of like that marble pattern. And it kind of goes with the whole theme. So I picked kind of like a blue pastel colors theme for this specific basket. And I just thought this was so perfect. We got this little rolling pin, which I guess is very specific to baking. I didn't know this, so I learned something. And again, this one is from Marshall's, and it would be perfect and essential for this baking basket that we got going on. Last thing is this apron right here. So, you gotta have your apron on, and it's got like 2 pockets down here, as you can see. And this is what I customized for the person we're gifting this basket to. And so let's go ahead and take a look at how I DIY'd this and put this whole basket together. I used fabric markers to DIY the personalized apron for this basket. I chose Tracy's Bake Shop and a cupcake outline for the design of this apron. To get started, I took some measurements to figure out where I wanted the design to be placed. I also made sure to create small pencil marks to help me keep the letters straight in one line. I used the black fabric marker for this project, but you can use different colors to customize your piece even further. I started by using a stencil to outline each letter with the fine tip of the marker on the apron. I then removed the stencil and filled in the letter with the thicker tip of the marker. I also found it helpful to dab the marker on the fabric as opposed to drying it on. I repeated the exact same process for all the letters in this design. I did eyeball the spacing between the letters, but you can totally measure everything out if you wanted to. I also placed a piece of scrap wood under the apron throughout this process to help prevent any bleed through to my surface. So make sure to have a similar protective layer, especially if you're creating a design on a shirt or a pair of pants. Otherwise, the paint will bleed through to the other side of your fabric. Once all the letters were on, I freehanded the cupcake outline, first using a pencil and then going over it with the fabric marker. I then let the paint dry for 48 hours as instructed on the packaging. After 2 days, I ironed the reverse side of the apron to set the paint in place. And that finished off this DIY baking apron. For this basket, I used the same decorative paper fillers on the bottom and arranged everything in place. I love how this blue baking basket came out, and I cannot wait to gift it already. Okay, so this third basket is perfect for the plant lovers in your life. So if your mom has a green thumb, this is the way to go. So the first item is actually this basket, but it's actually a planter, which I love, and it's literally perfect for this gift basket. And I got this from Ross. And so I'm gonna place everything else in here, and then she can use this to have her plants in it. So it's gonna be perfect. So that's the first one. The second item is this like garden gift set. So it's like a little apron and gloves, and it's got this really pretty floral pattern on it. And I got this from Target's Dollar Spot. I was so amazed by this, so I'm really excited for this one. And also, I found this really pretty, like, tiny shovel, also from Target's Dollar Spot. Like, look how pretty that is. I mean, I can't keep plants alive, but if I could, this would be mine. I got, like, this little water mister, also from Target's Dollar Spot. I mean, you gotta have one of these, right? It's, like, so aesthetically pleasing, so we have this one. I got 2 planters, hanging planters, also from Target's Dollar Spot. So the first one is right here, as you can see, and I've got the second one right here, also from Target, but these came as plain white hanging planters, so I actually went ahead and DIY'd these and customized them for the specific basket. So let's go ahead and take a look at how these were DIY'd and how this whole basket was put together. I used 2 different mediums and methods to customize the hanging planters in this basket. For the first planter, I used markers to draw on my design. I started by outlining Best Mom on one side and Plant Mom on the other side of the planter with a pencil. I then went over the letters with a black marker. Next, I freehanded some leaf shapes on the planter and repeated the same process as before to draw them on. This is the part where you get to customize the whole piece based on the person you're gifting it to. You can write or draw anything you want, and you can also use stencils instead of freehanding it. Once the design was complete, I assembled the hanging planter using some macrame cord and the wooden beads that it came with. For the second planter, I created a very organic design using acrylic paint. I mixed in a pretty bright green color and used a medium-sized brush to cover the bottom of the planter, as well as drawing a line towards the top. Then, I used a smaller pointed brush and some black paint to draw random dots and lines in between the 2 green sections. Again, this is where you can get creative and make something really unique and special. Once the paint was on, I let it completely dry and then assembled the planter similar to the last one. I used the same decorative paper fillers as before to fill up the bottom of the basket and then placed everything on top. I think this plant lover gift basket turned out really cute, and the customized hanging planters make it even cuter. Okay, so for the last basket, I picked like a spa day relaxing theme, and I feel like this is literally great for anyone because anyone can just use a calming, relaxing day. So the first item is again this basket that I got from Ross, and it's on the smaller side, which is going to be perfect for the rest of the items. And I got a pack of these white washcloths. They're really soft, and these are from Ross, and they're just kind of essentials. I got this little manicure set, and it actually comes with a little bag that you can put all of these inside, and I just really love like the pink and florals, and this is also from Ross. Got a pack of really pretty soaps right here, and I'll actually show you guys. So it's 3 of them in here. And again, it's pink and florals. As you can tell, this is the theme for this basket. And this one is also from Ross, and it says it was made in Italy. So I don't know, it looks really cool and it smells amazing. We have to have some bath bombs. I mean, you can't not have this. And this is from Marshall's, and again, keeping the pink theme going on. So we're gonna have some of these in our basket. Last but not least, we got this little candle. And I actually got like a DIY candle kit from Target's Dollar Spot. So it came with the jar, the label, and the wax and all of that. So I went ahead and created this and did like a little customized label. So again, you can customize this however you want, you know, for the person you're gifting it to. And also I just went ahead and DIY'd 2 more candles. I had these ribbed glasses. I think they were from the dollar store. I've just had them for a while. And I went ahead and used some leftover candles that I had to create these 2 as well. So we just have a couple of DIY candles for this basket. So let's go ahead and take a look at how these were DIY'd and how this last basket was put together. To create the first DIY candle in this basket, I followed the instructions that came with the candle kit. I basically created a double boiler by placing a glass jar inside a small pot with boiling water in it. I then poured the wax into the glass jar and let it slowly melt down at a low temp. Once the wax was melted, I added the essence that also came with the candle kit, which was lavender and vanilla, and I stirred everything using a popsicle stick. You can totally customize this candle for the person you're gifting it to by choosing a scent that you know they like and enjoy. In the next step, I placed the candle wick in the jar and held it in place using a clothespin. I then carefully poured the melted wax into the jar and let it completely set and dry. I repeated a similar process for the other two candles as well, but I used some leftover candle wax that I had from before. I was also very careful throughout this process and made sure to not get any hot water or hot wax on my skin or on the surface. After 24 hours, I trimmed the wicks and the DIY candles were ready to go. I added a little bit of the decorative paper fillers in this basket too, and rolled up the towels and placed them on the backside. I then arranged all the other items and the candles in there. I really like how this pink spa day themed basket came out, and this is the perfect customized gift for really anyone in your life. I hope that you enjoyed this video and got some ideas for putting together the perfect gift basket for your loved ones. And happy early Mother's Day to all the moms out there. You're all heroes. Anyways, thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to subscribe, and I will see you on the next one. Bye!